Hi, welcome to the Handy Mom 868. I'm Ruth. This is Zoe.
Hi.
Yes, today's video is going to be all about how we keep the tools or the equipment that keep us clean and healthy. Some of the tools that we use every day to keep us clean, healthy, they're sometimes neglected, and we need to know how to extend their life cycle. This video is going to basically teach you how to keep them as healthy as they keep us. Stay tuned. From small messes to large jobs, I think everyone knows the importance of a good broom. Even Zoe. She doesn't pass up the opportunity to grab up that broom and start sweeping away to her heart's content. Brooms reach in creases and crevices, removing the unwanted dead skin cells and other particles from our spaces. I begin cleaning my broom by first passing the bristles between the self-cleaning area on my dustpan. I then add water to the dustpan, some liquid dish soap, and about a cup of vinegar as the disinfectant. This mixture will strip away any accumulated dust and grime. I make sure to agitate the broom in the solution, rinse, and then place them both in a nice sunny area to dry. I'll include a link to this self-cleaning broom set in the description box below. The next tool in our cleaning arsenal, which is sometimes ignored, is the mop. Now, there are different types of mops, and the ones I'll be featuring today are my microfiber spin mop and my Swiffer wet jet. My Swiffer wet jet comes in extremely handy for quick spills and effortless cleaning, which is important when you have a toddler. It has become an essential part of my maintenance of my tile floors. The solution actually leaves a nice streak-free shine, and it's safe enough for Zoe to use as I encourage her to clean up her own messes, and she's always equally enthusiastic to do so. If you're familiar with this tool, you may wonder why I'd have to clean it, since I can purchase the disposable pads. You see, I'm slowly and consciously trying to incorporate more reusable and environmentally friendly options in my home maintenance. This approach has led me to purchase reusable Swiffer floor pads, which I'll leave the link to in the description box below. With these pads, after several uses, all I have to do is remove from the mop, rinse, and throw it in the washing machine when I'm washing my low pile rugs. My second mop is a microfiber spin mop that came with 3 removable heads. After about a year, I'm still on mop head number 1 as I try to clean and sanitize it regularly to extend its life. I start off by filling the accompanying bucket with hot water. I then add dishwashing detergent, some borax, which is my favorite go-to for disinfecting and whitening. Then I add the removable mop head to the solution, leaving it for a few hours or sometimes overnight to allow the cleaning solution to do its job. The next day, I remove it from the solution, give it a nice good rinse, spin dry, and it's ready for use again. We all know that by their physical makeup, sponges are the perfect breeding ground for odor-causing bacteria. Or the sponges are even more susceptible due to the nice, warm, moist area that can be found in most, if not all, kitchens. In the Caribbean, we were taught to have a vessel of some sort with water and dish soap by our sinks, with our sponges submerged to wash dishes. The concept wasn't entirely bad, since the aim was to conserve the soap by having a soapy solution to wash more than one load of dishes. You see, the problem, however, was that most times the sponges collected food particles from every hand wash cycle and would sit there for hours in the soap water solution, sometimes even overnight, without being thoroughly cleansed. Some would say that the fact that soap was part of the solution was enough to prevent any bacteria buildup, and they can never be more wrong. The efficacy of soap is broken down after every use. Worse than that, sponges have pockets where the concentration of soap doesn't quite reach, which leaves a nice, moist, warm area for bacteria to breed, thereby causing the smell that some of us experience just before we replace our sponges, albeit sooner than we'd like to. How can we extend the life of this useful tool? It's simple. After each use, rub your sponge together to remove any food particles. Rinse your sponge thoroughly in the hottest water possible. And most importantly, squeeze out as much water as possible and leave to dry. Or for more effective sterilization, which I use on a weekly basis, you can pop the sponge into a microwave for about 2 minutes and presto, clean, sanitized, and bacteria free. Growing up, I could only dream of having a dishwasher. That's why I laugh when I remember that one of my daughters complained that I was subjecting her to child labor by asking her to load the dishwasher. Yes, if she only knew. As easy as it may be to use, I still advise that you familiarize yourself with the dishwasher manual, as every manufacturer has clear instructions for how to clean and sanitize their unit. My dishwasher has a full sanitizing option. However, due to the horrible hard water in my area, the areas around the door and seal becomes tarnished with the calcium deposits. To deal with the calcium deposits, I first have to empty the dishwasher and remove the racks. I then make my trusty paste of water, liquid dish soap, and borax, blending until I get a nice consistency that isn't too runny. I then apply the paste with a toothbrush to the affected areas and then leave to sit a little. I then completely remove with a damp sponge or cloth, and to ensure that there is no calcium buildup in the drain or other areas inside the unit, I place a cup of vinegar in the top rack and begin a full wash cycle at the highest temperature. Zoe enjoys this part. Actually, she enjoys anything that has to do with water and bubbles, as she calls it. I finish the outer body by wiping on some of that nice borax mixture and immediately wiping off with a damp sponge or cloth. I then finish off the outer door by shining with a sheet of paper towel, or sometimes I use a microfiber cloth. This is a particularly sensitive area for some people, but we all use them to tackle some really gross tasks, as they help maintain a visually clean vessel for our bodily waste, and they deserve some love too. Remember, they can be the source of some foul odors in your bathroom if you're not cleaning and storing them correctly. If you are fortunate to have a toilet brush and holder like this, it should be easier than most to keep it sanitized. You see, I simply remove the brush from the holder, add some liquid dish soap, pure white vinegar, and some boiling water. I swish the brush in the solution, then leave it in there to get the full benefit of the treatment. Half an hour later, I remove the brush, dispose of the solution, then rinse both the brush and the holder. As part of my weekly maintenance, I add disinfectant to the holder. Insert that brush, dry the outside, and return it to its location. Whether you believe this or not, they keep us smelling good. Yes, our magnificent duos, the washer and dryer, sometimes work overtime in households with toddlers and teenagers. And the investments that we put into them requires that we ensure that they are running well to complete their task efficiently and effectively. My washer-dryer combo came with my apartment, as I mentioned in my laundry makeover video, which you can take a look at the end of this video. As much as I would like to update it for a more energy efficient model, it continues to serve my household faithfully. I show my appreciation by first removing and cleaning the dispensers. You should be familiar with my borax mix by now. Liquid dish soap, borax and water. That's it. I use my cleaning toothbrush and paste to scrub away any fabric softener buildup, both on the removable portion and on the inside of the agitator. I also make sure to give the other areas that have a buildup of soap or scum a deep scrub. I then turn on a rinse cycle to wash out some of those areas before giving the entire drum a vinegar rinse. The vinegar rinse helps with any odor or bacteria that may linger around. And it also assists in removing any lime scale buildup from the hard water. After the first rinse, which removes the borax mixture, and while the wash is filling, I add a cup or two of pure white vinegar and allow the cycle to continue. I then rinse the fabric softener dispenser in hot water, shaking to dislodge any stuck-on fabric softener goo. For my dryer, the most important maintenance tip I can give is to keep your lint filter clean. You see, the buildup of lint can cause a fire to break out in your home, as the particles are extremely flammable and any congestion in your vent duct can spark a flame. Actually, I clean mine after every dryer cycle. In addition, every month or so, I use my vacuum cleaner to get deep into the lint trap. If your vacuum cleaner attachment isn't long enough, you can extend it by using an empty paper towel tube. Cut it down the center, then attach it to your nozzle using the tape. Make sure to compress it well enough to reach into the lint trap and secure enough that it doesn't remain there. The final step is to thoroughly wipe down your washer and dryer with a gentle surface cleaner. Remember, clean, sanitize, and maintain. That's the key to long life for these items that help keep us clean and healthy. If you found this video useful, and there is something in here that you can actually use at home, please let me know in the comment section. Again, like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. That's the only way you'll know when I upload my weekly videos. It was my pleasure bringing you this content, and I look forward to seeing you again. See ya.